Hello everyone, let's talk about price prediction for gold. Right now we're trading around $4,088 per ounce, and we are roughly around 27% correction down from the top, which is still huge. However, I think this correction is coming to an end within the next month, 2 or 3, in my opinion. I recently made a purchase at around $4,000 right here. And I was planning to add a little more, between 3,900 and 3,800. We haven't reached this region yet, but I'm patiently waiting. If it's gonna go up, it's still okay from here because I'm mostly holding gold and cash. But however, if the price is gonna decide to go down to 3,800 or even 36 and bounce from here back to 8,000, I'm gonna use my cash to accumulate more gold around 3,800 and 3,600. So either scenario is good for me, basically, and that's the privilege of not going all in, just having a little bit of cash. Right now I'm holding around 50% of my portfolio's cash. 30% is gold, and I have a little bit of silver and platinum, but not much. I'm still waiting for lower levels for silver. But let's take a look at monthly time frame right here, and we're still extremely high. However, we're trading at 4,000 per ounce right now, and in this accumulation zone, we had a price before the breakout. We had a price of around $2,000. So we can look back 5 years ago. It was still $2,000 per ounce, but $2,000 5 years ago is not the same as today. So if we add inflation and extreme inflation, that $2,000 could be easily 3,500, somewhere here. That's the same value because that's how much. It's not really that gold is growing up so much. It's more about cash going down in value. So I don't think this scenario of going all the way down back to $2,000 is possible, because this $2,000 is probably around here. So the real value of gold actually is around 3,000, in my opinion. This entire thing is just a price speculation, and I think sooner or later, I think on a weekly time frame, we're gonna touch this 200 weekly moving average, whatever that is, in the nearest months, or we're just gonna have one correction go up and then have a huge correction and possibly bear market, right? So you just have to be prepared. It's not that difficult. You have to be prepared for both scenarios, whether the price is going to go up or going to go down. But let's take a look what happened in the past, because that's really interesting. We had a top here in August 2011, and we dropped all the way down to the bottom, and that was 45%, right? The previous bull market, we dropped, I think, way more. It was that time 70%. However, don't forget that first time we dropped 66%, and then we bounced 70% up, and we had another run of around 75% up here. So those are the swings that you can use to multiply your assets as well. And as long as you keep buying the lows, like, you can make back, even if you invested at the top, you can make it all the way back. So the key here is to get into lows. And right now, the market is giving you, of course, there's no financial advice here. This is just my opinion. I'm going to share on my portfolio all my moves on this channel. But I think we dropped around almost 30%. That's a good starting point. If we were to drop 45%, that would be 3,000. Perfect. As we did before in the previous bull market. I don't think what happened in the 81 is possible, because look at the blow of here, like it's back so much, and the market cap of gold was like much lower. Right now there's so much capital here that I don't think it's gonna move that much down. But let's talk about the darkest scenario possible, which is going down to 2,000. It's roughly 60%, 62%. So I don't think that's possible. I think 2,800 is the maximum possible. I don't even think we'll ever see it. But if we do, that's gonna be a great opportunity. Why? Because coming from here to the previous all-time high is 30%, but if we drop to 3,600, it's 52%. But if we manage to drop to 2,800 right here and come back to the top, it's almost 100% of profit. So it's really important to understand that you make money on the way down rather than on the way up, because the lower you can get it, the less risk you have, and the more you can make on the way up. So that's the key here. And why I'm trying to accumulate more gold right now, because looking at gold silver ratio, we are, as we look at the chart, we are like just in the middle, and I want to make my first purchase of silver, like first serious purchase, when we go over 75. When we go into 80s, 90s, that's when I'm gonna accumulate silver way more. When we go here and probably bounce off this downtrend channel, and once this bounces back, I'm gonna sell my silver right here, reduce it in the middle, and sell it right here. What does it mean? If gold silver ratio goes here and you buy silver and you sell it right here, it means you can double your gold. You can sell silver to gold right here, down here, which is great opportunity. If you missed on gold, you can always buy gold using silver or platinum, which is much better price right now to accumulate rather than silver. Is still pretty high. I think we're gonna go to 55 to 50 in my opinion, and this is where I'm gonna make my first real purchase, from 54 to 49, something like this, patiently waiting. And if it's gonna go up, it's okay. I'm just minimizing my risk, but it's good to have at least a little bit of exposure to silver right away. So my prediction depends on what the price is going to choose to do now. We are probably going to continue to chop around this area for a couple of months, and after vacation we're going to slowly probably go up to $5,000. That's what I think. However, if we manage to drop lower, this may take longer, but you can make much more. So if I manage to get gold around this area, I'm just gonna sell it quicker. I'm gonna sell 25% a quarter with 25% profit, then another quarter with 50% profit, another quarter around here, and I'm gonna leave 25% of my gold for long-term moon back, just in case we go absolutely crazy to $8, $9, $10,000 within the next 2 years, and that 25% moon back I'm gonna reuse probably right here and then move to stock market. So my goal is to turn right now around $250,000 into 1 million within a year and a half, maximum 2 years, and I'm gonna share every move that I have with you. Thank you so much for listening, and if you have any question, drop them down below, and see you soon.